The forward leaning lat release is one of our favorite lat release exercises, and you'll start by finding a wall or an upright structure. So we're using a box here, but typically I like to use a wall for this exercise. So you're going to start by pushing your hands into your sturdy structure, and you're going to hinge the hips back. So you're going to step the feet back, so we're finding this hinge position. So we're pushing into this as we find our hinge position. And you may already feel a little bit of a lat release here. Next, we're going to step the feet perpendicular. So you're going to point the toes towards the side wall, and you're going to feel this big stretch here in the side body. And now to feel it more, we're going to push more into the hand of the extended side, and it's going to bring you a little bit deeper into this stretch. The next thing that we can do is we can push belly and chest away from the floor, and it's going to really emphasize the stretch in that lengthened side. And so we'll breathe here, inhale to feel these ribs expand, and then exhale to release, or exhale to bring the rib cage and pelvis closer together, which is going to help you find more rounding in the back. So big inhale to feel those ribs lengthen and expand, push harder in this hand, and then exhale to either release or find a little bit more of a rounded position. And so you do 5 to 10 breaths on this side, and then switch to do 5 to 10 breaths on the other side. So switch your feet. And so now to find it in the other side, we're going to push hard into the lengthened side hand, push the chest and belly away from the floor. Feel this big stretch in the side body. Big inhale into the rib cage. Exhale, either pull the ribs and pelvis closer together or exhale to release. And so the lat release exercise is important because we tend to find more of this arched or extended position where the lats are pulling the back half of the pelvis upwards. This is a common prenatal postural tendency, which is helpful for opening the top of the pelvis because external rotation is easier to achieve with extension. However, this arched position can make it harder to find more of that posterior pelvic tilt, which is how we're going to create more space in the front to the back of the pelvis by moving the sacral promontory backwards. It's also going to be harder for us to find that posterior pelvic tilt, which is important to help us find more internal rotation, which is going to open the bottom half of the pelvis. And so releasing in the lats will be really important, and this is why it's incorporated within the MamasteFit Birth Prep Circuit, because this is going to help you find a more posterior pelvic tilt and make internal rotation easier to achieve, which are two movements that tend to be harder to find.